sea. Catching fish is where I'll be, come rain or sunny skies. I'm gonna grab my fishing line, yes, we're taking out some time. That's fishing. This has been a fishing tale, just like Jonah and the whale. No place I'd rather be. Yes, we're casting out a line, everybody's feeling fine. That's fishing. That's fishing.
Well, g'day.
Yeah, that's fishing.
Okay, wait, zip.
Well, g'day guys, this is part 2 of a whiting session that we've done with Eric Morgan and Carl and myself, and I was unfortunately the cameraman this week. So, or for those 2 shows. Look forward to Mixer cooking, absolutely brilliant. So here it is, the start of the second part of whiting fishing with That's Fishing. Okay.
Well, while we were waiting, we thought we might just put out a squid jig. We'll put a nice pilchard on the end of that and just float that out in the current. Reasonably shallow water here, probably around about the 14 feet. And we'll float that out, see if we can get a squid on. Just pass the spike up through the pilly and out near the tail like that. Just clip on the little clip, and she's ready to be piffed out. Just a little float on the end of it with a couple of weight, and we'll get that out there and see if we can't pick up something while we're fishing for whiting. It's gone a bit slow, so maybe that'll get us something else. So never know if you don't try. Now, just feed that out, and with a bit of luck, we'll see that go under.
Yeah.
Fucking good fish, mate.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, bring him up. Bring him up.
About time I got a nice flatty.
Oh, that is a nice fish, mate.
That's a nice flatty. That's more
That's
like
a rock flathead too, mate.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Beautiful. Look at that.
Oh, that is a beautiful fish, Carl.
Now, what were we saying about the flatties before? I finally get onto a big one.
The tortoise bank, eh? The tortoise bank has proven itself.
Look at that sucker.
Oh, that's
That's a nice flathead.
Yeah,
well done.
that's more like it.
Turn around the other side into the dark.
Yeah.
Look at that, it's a rock
Yes.
flathead.
It's got a bit of weight to him, I can tell you that. There we go.
Hold him
Just
still.
hooked in the side of the mouth there.
We'll get him unhooked and we'll have another good look at him.
Yeah. I'd only just cast it out and I saw the rod, thought I felt a bite, but the boat was listing around a little bit, so I thought I'd pick up a bit of rock, something off the bottom, snagged a little bit, and then he started to have a bit of fight, and surprise, surprise, I'm happy with that.
I'll keep it.
It's one of my biggest flatheads, actually. Yeah, that'll have some nice fillets tonight. Yummy, yummy.
Oh, what's going on here?
Whoa, man, I just had a ray. Ray picked it up. I think I busted off. It might have been a shark. There's nothing left.
We're just trying to organise this big flatty to show you guys.
Oh, look at that.
Busted clean off.
Just tore it to pieces. I don't know what that was, but it might have been a shark or a ray. It's just ripped everything to shreds. Anyway, interesting.
Okay, well there's my, nearly my best flatty, I reckon. Might have caught one around this sort of size once before, but I'll take this one home for some nice fillets tonight. Quite happy with that. There he is. You can get a comparison of, well, we'll put him up on the scale. See how big he is.
Right, let's do it.
Piece of prawn fillet. So it's gone 50. Yeah, it's just measuring him up here, and he's gone a full 50, probably 51.
Go to the 0.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's over 50. 51, 52. And
Fish.
caught him on a piece of prawn with a little bit of squid tail, or squid tentacle, should I say? Yeah.
Excellent. All right, get him in a live boat tank.
I think we'll get a couple more of these on the whiting rig and see what else we can hook up with. Bit of prawn. Beautiful.
I was getting a bit excited there. Hang on.
He's onto a fish and he tangled himself.
Oh,
This is sad.
That's fantastic.
sad.
It's rod bending.
That's right.
Rod, you got that fish?
Jesus Christ.
What you doing?
I don't know what's going on here.
Do you want me to wind him in?
Once I'm clear, we'll be laughing like a fat spider. I'm hoping a fish is still there at the end of all this.
Spaghetti Junction.
Back in 5.
Oh, here we go. Here we go, we're back on, guys. Man, that fish is onto that faster than a fat kid onto a Tim Tam. Here it comes. Oh, it's another beautiful, no it's not, it's a grass whiting. Oh, look at the colours on that. Well, the difference is that these ones are ugly. Blue, very, very iridescent. So a little grass whiting anyway. I wonder if that was all worth it, but there you go. We'll take him off and release. A little grass whiting. Beautiful colours on them. Anyway, we'll put him back in the water and let him swim off. Here we go. Off he goes. Oh, he's swimming real well now.
Yeah, that's fishing. Yeah, that's fishing.
Hey. On to another one, folks. I think it's a whiting. It's giving a pretty good account of itself. Oh yeah, it's a nice one. Here he comes. Oh, it's beautiful. Nice colours. Oh, he's a lively little fella.
Mad Dog, you've done it again.
Wow, thank you, Coral.
He's on it today, isn't he, Carl?
He is, he's out fishing me a bit today. The burley bucket.
Beautiful little King George whiting. And whoop, oh, I think he's a keeper.
Oh,
Oh, it's a nice fish.
oh, it's another nice flatty.
Another nice flatty, Carl.
Yeah, well, we'll see how big he is when he comes in. Another flatfish. That's all I seem to get today. Had a couple of nice whiting, but and that one big nice flathead, and another flathead, and I'm going for whiting. What's going on?
What is that? Carl's caught some prehistoric fish
Mate,
from bloody...
Lift it up and show us.
another little one.
That's a little grass whiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There he is. Ah, slip Brett. There you go. Try this end. You see him now? Another little one.
Well, put him back.
Pinching my bait. Yep. Okay, buddy. Away you go.
Hi, I'm John Willis from Trailer Boat Magazine, and we're down at beautiful Shallow Inlet down near Wilson's Promontory in Victoria, and we're here to get the experience of 20 years of building anchors by Rex Francis from Anchorite. I've got my old mate Rex Francis here. Who,
Hey, Johnny.
How are you, matey?
Good, mate.
That's the shot. Mate, you've owned Anchorite. In fact, I've known you for all too many years. You own Anchorite, who invented the Saka anchors, which is the sand and reef combination anchor.
You got it right there.
And there's a lot of people don't know how to anchor their boat properly, and let's face it, to catch fish, you've got to anchor your boat properly. You've got to be able to get on that mark.
We're spending a lot of money on our boats, our fishing rods and our fuel, and we make the time to go out and catch our fish. And then we get out there and we find we're drifting all the time. And there ain't nothing worse, I can tell you.
It doesn't seem to matter what angle you put it down. Like a lot of anchors, you have to lay down properly and back up on, and that can be buggered up by winds and tides and all sorts of things. But the Saka seems to grip no matter what angle you put it down.
That's probably one of the great things, especially with amateur fishermen who don't know how to lay their anchor. The Saka, the hoop simply rights the anchor regardless of what ocean floor type you're on. The turn down toe and the arrowhead shape bites in the readily, basically anything you drop it into.
Now look, just while we're here, something that's happening is we're actually seeing a lot of new anchors on the market, and the shape of those anchors is actually doing quite a bit of damage, and anglers really need to be, or anybody in boating needs to be quite aware of what's going on with a lot of anchors doing a lot of damage to the bottom. We don't want to damage our seagrass beds and our cungy beds because that's where the fish feed.
Well, we've come a long way with the Saka anchor in reducing the impact on the ocean floor terrains, and no better place to see it here in Shallow Inlet. When we came here, this place was tattered with boats with sand anchors on. We had the cungy, or the spuds as you like to call them,
yep,
all the way through this estuary here in the northwesterly. It's when you get up, we'll be onto the snapper. Next thing, the boat's drifting. You pull up your sand anchor, and here's a big cungy or spud stuck in the anchor. You'd pull it out, go back, and then rip another one out. This has been going on for many years. With the Saka, it gets below the roots, doesn't tear them out. So we are doing a lot of good for the estuary, keeping those cungy beds intact. That's concave, that's convex. What the convex does is keeps the weed beds intact, pushes the material through the back of the anchor, which we'll demonstrate, and lays the weed right way up. Whereas that basically takes it out, full of mud, and transfers it to wherever you're going to go next to anchor your boat. Now, if you look at the damage we've done just by pulling this anchor by hand, you can imagine what it's like on a boat in 20, 25 knots of wind. And we've really done considerable damage to the weed bed here.
Rex, with your traditional sand anchors, when an anchor goes down, obviously with the two-pronged flukes,
that's right,
they regularly just grab the side of something like this underneath the water, and this is where a lot of the damage is done. And you can see it's not only the damage pulling out the spud, it's actually all the damage to the pippies and everything in the root system as well.
You're spot on there, John. The sand anchor's like a V. It'll fork and grab hold of the cungy like that. You'll hang on that cungy for quite some time. If the wind's blowing, you'll pull that cungy out. And like John was just saying, it's not just the cungy. And these reefs, the snapper actually feed on these cungies, and a lot of the material that's housed underneath them here or hibernates underneath them here, so you're doing a lot more damage than what you realise.
Well, anglers can unwittingly do a lot of damage too by exactly what you were saying before, is when an anchor comes up, it's got mud on it, it may have a lot of spores on it, it might have your Japanese starfish, it may have a lot of the abalone shell and the abalone virus, particularly down in the west coast. Now, when you finish boating in one area, make sure you wash your boat down in that area and don't take it with the mud, with all the rest of the spores. We don't want Japanese sea stars in beautiful Shallow Inlet, and we certainly don't want the herpes virus that's been going through the abalone industry, for instance. We all know about the pilchard kill not long ago.
You're spot on, cleaning their anchors and steering away from concave designs, because what you're doing there is if we had a problem before, concave design will triple it. Simple as that. Coming here at night time when the tide's up and you've got no wind, you can get your flounder, you can get your prawns, you can get your large whiting. So they are really reliant on this type of weed bed. So the less damage we do to these weed beds, the more fish we're going to catch.
All right, big mistake that's made when you're anchoring is actually not putting enough anchor rope out. Anchors are made so as when the rope is dragged horizontally, the anchor will dig in. If they don't put enough anchor rope out, the force of the boat will be actually trying to drag that anchor up and the anchor will never set properly. Increase the angle down to the horizontal by more rope and the anchor digs in every time. Normally 3 to 1 is enough in most conditions. It might be 5 to 1 in the heavy conditions. So in 10 metres of water, you need 30 metres minimum rope out.
Well, thanks, Rex.
Thank you very much, Brian, for coming down with the big man here and taking a bit of interest in our product. And,
yeah, it's real good, and we've really learnt a lot, and I hope you guys have learnt a lot. So buy the right anchor and anchor right.
That's it.
That's it. And I'm Brian Sanders, the Colonel. This is Rex and Bear, who's now holding the camera, and I think I'm going to pay for that one.
The big man, yes.
Until next week.
Thanks
Catch
very
ya.
much.
Bye.
Yeah, that's fishing. Yeah, that's fishing.
Hi, I'm Mick with That's Fishing, and today with Fish and Sizzle we're going to cook some whole whiting and banana leaf, and we're just going to experiment a bit with what we want to put in there. Here we have some lovely whiting, and what we're going to do is we're going to put a bit of lemon in the centre, and we've got this lovely herb. It's called the curry plant. If you could sniff this, it is fantastic. I'm going to put some of that in this one. And we're going to drape some extra virgin olive oil in there, not too much. We'll get a bit of salt and pepper on there. And maybe just a dash of wine. Try to get that in the cavity there. And we'll just wrap this up and get it on the heat. This shouldn't take too long. Wrap them up in here. They steam so nicely in the banana leaf. At this time of year in summer, they grow so fast. We only really need to have the wire on while the leaf is so springy, but you know, once the heat gets into it, it softens right up. There we go. We'll get that on the heat. And while that's cooking, we'll do another one. And with this one, I thought I'd do something different. I thought we'd get a little bit of, see how a bit of Dijon mustard goes in there. Not too much. Maybe a little bit on the outside. And we'll get some avocado in there, I think. It's all about having fun in the kitchen and just seeing how things work out. A bit more white wine. Just a splash in there and we'll wrap this baby up. Here we go. Get that over there, straight on the heat. Look at that. They won't take long. This is so easy, you don't need a fancy restaurant. This is just in my backyard. Anyone can do this. It's a cheap barbecue and it's not rocket science. The main thing is it just tastes fantastic and smells fantastic. And the family just love it when you give them a good feed. It's so easy. Whiting, you've got to try it. It's one of the best tasting fish in the seas. Give it a shot. They're fun to catch. I think you're allowed to catch about 30 each time. You know? That's lots of fish. I mean, you don't need that many, you know. And they're just fun to catch and great to eat. Get out there and give them a shot. All right, we better check this out. Get rid of this wire. Those banana leaves are softened up nicely now. Oh, this is going to be beautiful. Look at that. She's ready to go, folks. Beautiful. We'll plate this up right now. And there we have whole steamed whiting in banana leaf. Actually, while we're there, the other one will be ready and we'll just throw that on as well. We can fit a second one on there. He's ready now, so we'll just, well, we hope he's ready. He should be. Oh, the smell. Check this out, Colonel. It's like opening a Christmas present. Oh, Yes. Yes, that's done. Straight on it goes. Come on, baby. Don't lose your head. Get away, European wasps. And there we have it. We'll have to call the Colonel's Minister for Finance and War over to have a taste test.
Oh, I'd love to. Oh, wow.
Grab a fork. Now this one's got the avocado in it.
Yep.
And this one's got that the curried herb plant that I've grown in my own backyard. So which one do you want to try
I'll
first?
try one with avocado. I've never actually had avocado cooked before, so that's...
All right, well, you just want to pull the flesh away from the bones like that. All right. I'm going to try this one.
Oh, that is nice. And the avocado's just warm. It's not too like mushy or anything. It's really nice. Oh, the fish is beautiful.
And the curry and the lemon flavour has gone right through this. It's not an overpowering hot curry. It's just a very aromatic curry flavour. There's no spice to it at all. So
I'm going to try this one.
the lemon. Until next time, thanks for watching. Cheers.
Well, it's been a great day on the King George whiting at Tortoise Head in Western Port. Carl, you've had a good day?
Yeah, it's been great, Eric.
Yeah, fantastic, mate. And you nailed this fantastic flathead there. Would have been, what, 2 kilo at least?
Yeah, nearly 2 kilos. I think we got some footage of it as I brought him in, and I thought if this is a King George whiting, he's going to be a whopper, but no, it turned out to be a nice flathead.
Beautiful rock flathead. So we've had a really good day. We've probably got close on our bag on the whiting. It's been fantastic. We had a couple of hours where they were really on the go, and then they shut down, so we've decided to come back in, but we've had a really enjoyable day, had a bit of fun.
Yeah, the water's been good, not rough at all, no wind, so
water's been great.
Enjoyable fishing.
Yeah, so I'm glad you had a good day.
Thanks, mate.
Fantastic. Thanks for watching, viewers, and from the team at That's Fishing, we'll see you next week. Don't forget to look at our website, that'sfishing.com.au, and we'll see you on the water next time, and may your rods always be bent.
Silence! I kill you! The plane!
Wrong TV show.
Damn.
I'll get away now.